Welcome to Winning Strides, your gateway to the realm of horse racing. Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome, race enthusiasts. We're diving into the thrilling action of the Kolkata races, set for Saturday, December 7th. We've got an interesting lineup of 7 races on the cards, kicking off at 1 p.m. and wrapping up by 4 p.m. First out of the gate is the Quazar plate, tailored for maiden 2-year-old horses over a distance of 1,100 meters. Our picks for this race are horse number 4, Galway Girl, horse number 3, Victoria Cross, and horse number 2, Kyoto. Galway Girl, a full sister to the talented Nomitzi, this filly debuts with promising credentials. Her impressive gait practices and solid track trials suggest she's well prepared for this outing. With a top jockey in the saddle, she is expected to set the standard and could prove hard to beat. Victoria Cross, the full brother to classy New Dimension, makes his first appearance this season. This colt's preparation, including an eye-catching gait practice and sharp track trials, indicates he is primed and ready. With a top jockey aboard, he will need to match strides with his stablemate, but is a strong contender. Kyoto, a full brother to Mysore performer Brightest Star, this colt has shown potential in his preparatory work. His track trials and gait practices have been impressive, and the booking of a top jockey ensures he is a competitive force. He will have to take on both stablemates, but cannot be ruled out. Race number 2. It's time for the second race of the day, the Sentouki Handicap. This race is crafted for horses rated 1 to 26 over a distance of 1,400 meters. Our standout picks for this electrifying event are horse number 9, My Way or Highway, horse number 7, George Everest, and horse number 2, Elias. Dear racing patrons, we strongly advise exercising caution when wagering on this race. My Way or Highway. This Hyderabad gelding had a couple of quiet starts last season and now runs with a change in master trainer and venue. After a lengthy layoff, he has shown encouraging signs in his track trials. The positive jockey change adds to his chances, making him a strong contender and one to beat in this field. George Everest, narrowly beaten in his last start after a brave front-running effort against the favorite Line Up and Collect, this gelding would have benefited from that run. With his fitness now sharpened, he looks set to put up another bold show and should be considered a leading contender. Elios, a last start winner, where he edged out Historic on the line, this gelding has maintained his form in track work. Returning after an extended layoff, he is paired with a top jockey, and despite the competition, he could spring a surprise in this lineup. Race number 3. It's time for the third race of the day, the Supreme Choice Handicap, tailored for horses rated 41 to 66 over a distance of 2,000 meters. Our standout picks for this race are horse number 2, Main Street, horse number 4, Champagne Supernova, and horse number 1, Mighty Zoe. Main Street, ignore her last run, where she set the pace but couldn't sustain the effort. This filly has shown significant improvement in her recent track trials, suggesting she's primed for a strong performance. The step up in distance plays to her strengths, and with a top jockey in the saddle, she should be the one to beat here. Champagne Supernova, a notable third in the HPSL Calcutta Colts Trial Stakes, followed by a determined second-place finish last time out, this colt is in peak form. While he presents a formidable challenge, he will need to rise to the occasion to keep up with the favorite Main Street in this competitive lineup. Mighty Zoe, disappointed as the favorite in his last outing, but appears to have benefited from that run. After a long layoff, his recent track work is encouraging, and with the booking of a top jockey, he is expected to put in a bold show and could be a key player in the finish. Race number 4. We have reached the fourth race of the day, the Moon Forest Handicap Division 1. This race is tailored for horses rated 21 to 46 over a distance of 1,400 meters. My top picks for this contest include horse number 3, Biburi, horse number 1, Malaki, and horse number 13, Memphis. Biburi, finished behind the impressive Main Street in her last start, but lost nothing in defeat. This filly has been showing excellent progress in her track trials, indicating she's primed for a top performance. With a top jockey aboard and conditions in her favor, she is the standout choice and the day's best bet. Malaki, after an underwhelming Mumbai campaign, she looks rejuvenated after a break. Her recent track trials have been promising, and the booking of a top jockey signals strong intent from her outstation connections. She is poised to make her presence felt at the finish. Memphis adopted front-running tactics last time out, but faded in the closing stages to finish 5th. This outing would have sharpened her fitness, and her recent work suggests she is improving. With an experienced jockey in the saddle, she looks like a solid contender for minor placings. Race number 5. It's time for the 5th race of the day. The Moon Forest Handicap Division 2, tailored for horses rated 21 to 46, over a distance of 1,400 meters. Our picks for this race are horse number 13, Stitch in Time, horse number 8, Italian Gold, and horse number 7, Benalia. Dear racing patrons, we strongly advise exercising caution when wagering on this race. Stitch in Time, after a couple of low-key starts this season, this gelding looks set to turn the tide. His recent track trials and gait practice have been impressive, and he carries a featherweight in this contest, making him the one to beat in this field. Italian Gold, returning after a much-needed layoff, this gelding steps out under a new trainer's care and runs with a hood for the first time. His preparation has been solid, as reflected by his track trials and gait practice. Expect him to be a strong contender and fight it out at the finish. Benalia, this filly had a couple of easy starts this season, but now undergoes a change in master trainer and benefits from a positive jockey change. With the blinkers on and impressive track work, she could emerge as the dark horse in this competitive lineup. Race number 6. In the upcoming showdown of the Calcutta 2000 Guineas Grade 2, the feature race of the day, tailored for 3-year-old horses only, over a distance of 1,600 meters. The top picks for this race are horse number 2, Castile, horse number 4, Mysterious Stranger, and horse number 1, Aeropoli. Castile, this classy colt returns after an impressive stint, clinching victories in the Mysore Multi-Million and the HPSL Calcutta Monsoon Derby Grade 2. He earned a well-deserved break and reappears in top form, as indicated by his preparation and the confidence of his connections. With a top jockey aboard, he is well poised to complete a coveted hat trick. Consider him another strong bet of the day. Mysterious Stranger, a failed favorite in his last outing, this colt would have benefited from the experience and seems fitter this time around. While he boasts the booking of a top jockey, he faces a stern challenge in attempting to match strides with the formidable favorite, Castile. Aeropoli, consistent and reliable, this colt has won and placed in all his starts this season. With strong form and the confidence of a seasoned jockey aboard, he should make the finish competitive and adds depth to this intriguing contest. Race number 7. We finally reached the grand finale of today's racing action with the 7th and last race of the day. The Daring Dawn Handicap, tailored for horses rated 61 to 86 over a distance of 1,100 meters. This race promises to be a captivating conclusion to an exciting race meeting. My top selections are horse number 3, Soup and Sandwich, horse number 1, Rodrigo, and horse number 5, La Domine. Soup and Sandwich. This mare, a failed favorite in her last outing to the informed Dexa, appears to have benefited from that experience. Her track work indicates she has improved, and with the confidence of a top jockey aboard, she represents a strong outstation challenge. She could be the one to beat here. Rodrigo, his recent performances are best overlooked. This gelding's impressive track trials and a positive jockey change suggest he is ready to bounce back. Carrying top weight could be a test, but he is likely to be involved in the finish. La Domine. After a couple of preparatory starts this season, this colt seems to have turned a corner in his track work. With a positive jockey booking and improved fitness, he could be a value pick for the minor placings and might surprise with further improvement. Winning Strides, thanks you for watching. We would love it if you could subscribe, like, and share our videos with fellow patrons.